Well, we're hiking up the trail to Party Rock, which is up on the side of Rumbling Bald Mountain in the Hickory Nut Gorge. The trail itself is extremely rough and eroded because the original builders of the road built it straight up the spine of the ridge. And it's extremely steep. That's Marian way up ahead, making her way carefully among the erosion and gullies. Well, we've come to the end of this little trail that supposedly leads down to Party Rock, and it looks like we're probably in the right place because there's an old fire scar with lots of evidence of, well, parties. In other words, litter. The careless youth who come up here and make messes. But it's all part of being young, I suppose. And then, of course, it leaves us to clean up their mess. It looks like we've found Party Rock. Looking out over the Piedmont. We are on the edge of the escarpment of the Blue Ridge Mountains. The eastern edge of the Blue Ridge Escarpment. And of course, that's Lake Lure down there. I'm panning around to the right. Lake Lure Beach. And that's looking back towards Chimney Rock Mountain. There's the chimney. Sorry about the unsteadiness, but I have no tripod. There's all the cliffs, and oh, and there's the waterfall. Peanut Falls. It's running pretty strong. We've had some rains recently. By no means are we out of the drought. Beautiful mountain. I'm standing on Selaginilla, which of course covers all of these granitic domes. Normally I try not to walk on it, but there's no way around it up here. Just being very careful not to damage it or fall down on the wet areas of the rock. It's hard to believe that it's December and the temperature's probably 75, yeah, 75 or close to 80 degrees. Bound to be setting a new record. Of course, up here on this bare rock, it's going to be hotter. And Marian's happy with that. I'm as far as I can walk without needing climbing gear, because the rock just goes right over the edge, over vertical, and well, if you went on down there, you would die. It's as simple as that. But looking back up, you can see that some of the locals have decided to take it upon themselves to spray paint the name of this rock on the rock. Down below me, directly down below this cliff, there's a jumble of boulders with a really beautiful cave system of fissure caves that one of these days I'll go down and explore and show everyone. And alright, let's walk back up the hill. Alright, I found this really cool little spring that's flowing down here in this little gorge. I'm going to go check it out. It's kind of tricky getting down there though. Wow, this is an absolutely awesome place. It's like with a big fissure in the rock where the water's flowed down through this crack for who knows how long, and the mountain's just eroded away. Trees are growing up through it. The roots are working their way down to help split the rocks apart, and then the water leaks down around the roots, freezes and thaws and splits it even more. The water from the creek keeps flowing, it keeps getting deeper. Wow, this is great. There's a waterfall right up here. It's only about 4 or 5 feet, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh wow, this is great. And the water continues on down this little fissure. Several stair steps. It continues on down and then runs right out on the flat rock over the edge, and who knows how far it falls before it goes back into a hole underground into a cave system. I've actually been down in that cave system, and hopefully one of these days I'll go down there and get some video of where this same creek flows out into the cave. So let's go down there and take a look at where it goes out over the edge of the cliff. So I gotta figure out how to get back up this rock. Crazy. Oh man. Alright, let's take a look where the water falls over the edge. Just look at that. The creek flows right down the little gorge, right over the rock, and right over the edge. One of these days I'll show you the view from down below as it tumbles over the cliff and into the hole where it disappears underground into the cave. Well, I guess we better head back down the trail. It's a good walk back to the car. What do you think of this place?
It's gorgeous.
We're headed down the long climb down the mountain. So we only went half a mile in a straight line distance, but 500 feet elevation gain. This is pretty steep. There's some serious erosion problems up here. Look at these gullies. Just because they built this trail directly on top of the ridge. No switchbacks at all until the very top and the very bottom. So when it rains, it just digs it deeper and deeper. Here's the bag of garbage we brought out from our hike. Because we like to clean up and leave places cleaner than the way we found them. And mostly beer cans and other aluminum and glass. So do your part when you're out hiking. Clean up nature. Be good to the land because it's good to us.